Hi, this is the first project option for an artist. We're going to be making a custom tool holder for whatever tool you use to make your art. Here are the example projects that I've made. One is made by the laser cutter and the other one was made in the Carvey. Now the purpose of making these is to help you organize your tools so you can create more and have more fun doing it. Now the first step in doing this will be to decide what tools you want to store. So for example, paintbrushes are going to be larger than pencils. So please gather your tools that you're going to be storing. They could be pencils, highlighters, paintbrushes, pliers, whatever it is you're hoping to store, get them by you. Now the first step in doing this is going to be to sketch multiple solutions to do that, and I think the best way to start will be to search online and look for some examples of what other people have done. So you can take a look at the pictures I have here of what other people have done. We're going to be doing two of these options. Now here I am sketching two options that we're going to make for our holders. The first one will be made in the laser cutter. The second one will be made in the Carvey. Now we need to choose what tool we're going to use to make these. You can see I used two different tools, but either tool will work with each one. You just need to decide which one you want to learn how to use better and do it. So the first one we're going to make is going to be made using the Carvey. We're going to design it in easel before we can cut it. Designing in easel is pretty easy after you make a project or two, so this is why we practiced in the past on how to do it, how to make it. If you're not very good at it, you just need to start asking questions and trying your best. Now, step 4, we're going to make all the parts for your tool holder. Now we can see the CNC machine cutting out the plastic. It's cutting out two squares that will be separated by 4 dowel rods. The one with the holes on the right side will be above the one that's sitting on the bottom on the left. Now, for the other design I'm going to show you, we'll be using Corel Draw and the laser cutter to make a tool holder that will have solid sides and open tops. So this will be kind of like a box with two different dividers on the inside. If you haven't used the laser cutter yet, this would be a great project to start on, because all you need is some squares that are some exact sizes. You'll see that the squares that I'm making are red at the end, and that tells the laser cutter that you're going to try to cut all the way through whatever material you have inside the laser cutter at the time. It will cut through. Now here is the laser cutter cutting the pieces out. You'll see that it does the labels first. Those were in black, and then the red boxes will be cut out last. Now, once all of your pieces are created, step 5 is going to be to assemble and test out your creation. Now here I am assembling the two projects that I've made. Now the last step is going to be to take a look at what you've built, test it out, and see if you need to redesign it, if you want to tweak something, if you want to rebuild it. No one's going to care how long it took you to make it. What people care about is that you did something cool and you have something to show for it. So if there's something you want to change, you should change it, or details to add, or things you wish you would have done. The second time will be much faster than the first. Now that you are finished making your project, you're going to need to follow all of these steps. First, you need to take a photo of you and photos of your project together. display your project in the window for at least a week. Fill out the reflection questions that should have came on that packet you got at the beginning of the project. And lastly, you need to turn in that completed packet so I can see it. Here is what we made in this video. I hope you found it informational and fun. Thanks.